Alright, well, welcome. This is my prototype for homework 4. Mine is the HCI Job Finder. So, without further ado, let's just get started. I made this in Visual Studio I'm making a Windows 8 application. So, I'm just going to jump right to it and run the emulator that they have. So, this is the home page. You have the two tiles, full-time and internship for jobs, and then you swipe to the left and you can see people. Then you swipe one more time and then you can see a list of companies. And for a longer list, this would be scrollable, and most likely there would be tiles that pertain to the first letter of these companies, so then you could quick jump to them. But this is the general design. I think it's very clean, and there's this nice little scrolling that you get for the title of the actual application. So once you click on a full-time position or an internship, it takes you to this list, and it shows the type of position that it is primarily, and then under that it has the company's name. And so here it says software engineer for Adobe, and they're all different types of positions here. And then you can click on a specific one. So for UX designer at Apple, I'm going to click on that, and then it shows UX designer, the company that the position is at, which is Apple in this case, and then the type of job, which is internship. And then it gives a nice description of the actual position. And something that I ended up revising a little bit from my original design in homework 3, and this is also going to be in the typed out report, but there's this little application bar. That's a Windows Phone feature. They call it the application bar. But basically what it is it's this small little area here where you can add a couple little, they're almost like shortcuts or something like that. But in this case, like originally there's going to be a button right here below the job description, but to make it more uniform in design, I decided to put it down here. So that's what this arrow, this up arrow is it takes you to the website. That currently isn't actually programmed right now, but in reality it would take you to the page where the actual job position application would be. And this is also a search button which allows you to search for a specific job, person, or company. And then another nice little feature about the application bar is you can click. There's like 3 dots right here. I know I can't get the camera much closer than this, but when you click it, it brings up this nice little list, and then you can tweak the settings if you would like. I decided against putting the button up here with the search and the 2 website buttons, just because it was a little bit cleaner to have these 2 main features, and settings is something they probably wouldn't go into very often. So we can go back to the home page again, and then also there's a list of people, and we can go to faculty members. And again, this is very similar to the list of companies. So I was trying to make this very uniform in design so that it's consistent. And what this is actually organized in alphabetical order by last name. And this is just a short list right now. Unfortunately I didn't have time to create a database and then populate it with a giant list of professors, so I generated my own hard-coded list of professors. And for a bigger list, I would have the shortcuts to jump to the letters pertaining to their last name. But in this case, it's just the general list, and it has the name of the faculty member on top, and that's in a bigger font, and then underneath, in a smaller font, it has what school they're from. So Rosa Riga is School of Interactive Computing, and then Bruce Walker is School of Psychology. So we can click on Bruce Walker, and it takes you to a specific page for Bruce, giving you some of the details. So you have his title, which is Associate Professor, based on the HCI website. It has the school that he teaches in, School of Psychology. It shows the classes that he teaches, and right now it's just a small list. It's just to get the basic idea. And then it also has affiliated companies and affiliated alumni. And these are actually links to other pages on the in the application. So if Bruce is affiliated with Apple, all affiliated items are underlined so that the user knows that they can actually interact with that, and it's not just a static list. So he's affiliated with Apple, so we can click on Apple, and it gives you a specific description of Apple as a company. So first it has the title up here, and this is very consistent across the entire application. You have the title of the application, which is HCI Job Finder, then the name of either the person, the company, or the job, and then here's a description of the company. So designs, manufactures, and markets mobile communication and media devices, yada yada yada. And then underneath that it has job listings, has affiliated faculty and affiliated alumni. Oops, sorry, it's really difficult to navigate a mobile application using a mouse. So, sorry, let me go back in here, go to Bruce Walker, click on Apple. Okay, so now we're back at Apple. And all of these positions are underlined because they're interactive, and you can actually go to these different pages. And also, we still have this arrow that navigates to that website, but in this case, it would navigate to Apple's website and not to the specific job position yet, but just to give a description of Apple as a company. And so here's a job listing, full-time UX designer, which we saw on the previous page. So if we click on it, it takes us to that same page, which describes the actual position and what they can do. And one last thing that I want to show, just to show again the consistency across designs. If I click on Bruce Walker, this also has a navigate to page, which takes you to his personal website. Oh, okay, one more thing. I promise this is actually the last thing. So you can navigate through this home page. Under the companies page, here's a list of companies, and if you click on one of them, it takes you to this same kind of page that describes the company and gives you the job listings and affiliated people and alumni. But yeah, so that is my application. I hope you have enjoyed this tour. I am exhausted right now, and I'm sorry you have to grade all these homework assignments, but I appreciate all of your work. But yeah, so I hope all is well with you, and that is it. Bye.